Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to be reading these questions from a list of questions that I have on my website, www.irvinbeacham.realtor, and you can go to the site and download these questions. That's www.irvinbeacham, all one word, .realtor. And from there, you're going to go to the buyer section, and in that section, you'll see downloads. Okay, so we're going to be going over these questions, and I got a list of 24 questions that you should ask your realtor when you are buying a home for the first time. So it's been broken down into different sections. So part one, we're just going to talk about the things that you should look for before you put in an offer. So this is thinking about buying a home, you're talking to the realtor, you're looking to get a house, and you reach out to a realtor. So here's what you should ask them. So the first question you want to ask your real estate agent is, do they have any home inspectors or anyone they can recommend to do a home inspection? Now, why this is important is because during the process, once you choose a home, you're going to need to put a home inspection on the house. You're going to want to do a home inspection. This home inspection is going to give you a really detailed look at what the home is on a more detailed level. When you first walk into the home, you're going to be looking at things that's pretty and beautiful and cosmetically pleasing to the eye. But your professional home inspector will be able to crawl around under the house and get on the roof and crawl into the attic and really give you a real detailed analysis of the home, and not just the pretty, yard and, ceramic tile or whatever have you. So you're going to want a home inspection, and you need to ask your real estate agent if they recommend somebody or if they know anyone who is a home inspector that can help them out once you are ready to once you submit an offer, excuse me. The next question you want to ask your real estate professional is, what lenders or financial institutions do they recommend for you if you're not paying cash for the home? So here's the deal. In my experience so far as being a real estate professional, the majority of first-time home buyers immediately get on Realtor.com, Zillow, and what have you, and they look for a real estate agent, and they contact the real estate agent, and they say, hey, I'm ready to buy a house, and they don't have any idea how they're going to pay for it. So a good real estate professional will direct you to a lender, either your current lender institution or someone that they worked with in the past, or any combination of the two. And that's what you want. You want to talk to a lender, preferably one that the real estate agent is familiar with, because if they work together, they have a relationship, and a lot of times they can do things on the back end that's going to help you get through this transaction a lot smoother if the agent is familiar with the lender, and vice versa. That's not to say that the agent could not work with a lender they've never worked with before, but it does help if the lender and the realtor know each other and are familiar with how each other works. So if you do not have a lender before you talk to your agent, which I highly recommend, that you come to the real estate agent with a pre-approved letter. You want to be pre-approved, and you have to give that pre-approval letter, a copy of it, to your real estate professional, who will use that when they're submitting an offer for you when you decide on the house that you want to buy. So if you haven't already gotten a pre-approval letter from a lender, talk to your real estate professional, ask them who they recommend, and then use them. And finally, for today, the last question we're going to do today is, you want to ask your real estate professional to set up an auto email in the MLS of properties that met your criteria. Now, this is important because I'm running into more and more first-time home buyers who do not have this in place. Now, whether or not the real estate agent knows how to do it, or I'm not sure, but that's a question that, as a buyer, you want that real estate professional to give you a list of properties that meet your criteria to your email box. And why that's important is because when they set that auto email up, they can set it up where it can come to your email box every day as the listing hits the MLS, or any combination of that. They can send it at certain times of the day. It's very specific. You want that happening because if a house hits the market that you're familiar with, that you want, I'm sorry, not familiar with. If a house hits the market that you would be very interested in, the MLS will have it before Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, even Realtor.com. So you want that agent to set you up with an auto email of the criteria that you want, so that when that property hits the market, you are well prepared and ready to go, and you can go out and look at it and make a decision really quick. It'll hit your box, you open it up, and you can, if you decide to move forward, you can talk to your real estate professional about getting into that property to see, take a look and decide if you want to proceed any further. Without that, you're going to be relying on third-party websites to get you information, and a lot of times time is of the essence. If the house is a good house and a good deal, chances are it's not going to stay on the market very long. So you want that real estate professional to set that auto email up, preferably have it come to your box ASAP as the house hit the market. Then that way you can move quickly, make an informed decision, and get the house that you want. So that's all we're going to talk about today. Tune in for part 2. Come back for part 2. And again, I'd like to remind you to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Irvin Beacham, everybody's favorite realtor, and I will see you on the next episode.